I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to show you how to use the same funnel in different ways in multiple platforms with minor tweaks to make way more money. First things first, in my channel, I help coaches, consultants, and course creators, as well as agencies grow beyond $30,000 a month. Because let's face it, if you're not doing $100K a month on social media, you're just doing it wrong. If I can do it, you can do it. I'll be sharing the exact techniques that I implemented in my business to grow up to $200,000 per month. So let's get into it. As we go through this, I'm going to be showing you some funnels that we built and how we tweak them based on different audience types by different channels. Now, if you like these funnels, I'll be showing you how to build them from scratch in a matter of minutes using AI in an upcoming video. Make sure to subscribe to get these videos. Let's talk about the easiest funnel to set up. This is the link in bio funnel, the feature page funnel. This is strictly organic. Show you what it looks like so then you can take action on it right away. If you're on Instagram, it looks like this. It is the link that you can put directly in your bio, and in your content, you can call it out. You can say, hey, click on my link in bio, and it'll take you to X place. In this case, it takes them to a call booking funnel. And in this call booking funnel, you can see there is a video sales letter. So this is a VSL call booking funnel. It tells my story. It explains the opportunity. It gives them a little bit of a survey that adds a little bit of friction so we're not getting wildly unqualified leads. In this case, I'm looking for active Amazon sellers. It's going to ask them what their level of revenue is. It's going to give them a whole bunch of different options. You know, somebody who's a complete beginner, they're going to have to type an answer explaining what their strategy is. At the end of this funnel, they can book a call. So we'll just go through it right now just to show you, yes, I understand. I'm willing to invest. These are all pre-qualifying questions. And this, once they fill out this information, they'll end up on my CRM where my sales team can reach out to them. So this is the link in bio funnel. And again, it's 100% organic, and you can use your content to call it out. You can say, hey, click on my link in bio in order to get more information about what it is that I'm talking about. So that's the first one. The same thing can be done on LinkedIn. Here, what I've done, I've put a very clear call to action for them to scroll down and actually find the links to click on. And I've made every single one of these links, not my website, because you know what? Websites, as we know, do not convert. We want somebody to take an action, and that action should generate some kind of revenue or capture some information so that we can later transition them into a client. The website won't do that. So again, this is taking them to my call booking funnel. Now, I want you to notice a subtle difference between this one and my Instagram one. My Instagram funnel had a bunch of qualification questions to make sure that the person who is booking a meeting is financially qualified. The LinkedIn funnel does not, because I am assuming that most of the professionals on this platform already make some kind of money, have a job, usually have a pretty big job title, and will definitely have some kind of access to credit. So I make some assumptions here, and I've created a lower friction funnel. They can book a call directly with us. Now, that call won't go to me because I have to protect my time. That call goes to one of my appointment setters who will then qualify the person over the phone by having a quick 10 to 15 minute conversation. And I'm going to post what these conversations sound like so you know exactly how to do it for yourself. And we qualify the prospect there, and then we triage them into the correct opportunity because I have multiple offers. So I have my regular Amazon resale offer. I have a brand direct and brand creation offer for Amazon. And now I have my Coach of Coaches program where I help people, you know, break past those pesky $30,000 months and all the way up to $100,000 months and above. And we do that by implementing these types of systems. So that's the link in bio on LinkedIn. So I would take an opportunity to insert one here. I would take an opportunity to insert it in the featured page. So here you'll notice that I have two offers. Some of you may have ended up on my current offer, Coach of Coaches, because you clicked on this funnel here. But this funnel here is for my Amazon offer, which is my primary offer and what I've developed over the past bunch of years. My Coach of Coaches offer is a secondary offer that I recognized was an opportunity based on the number of triage calls that I was having. A lot of people on these platforms were following me to learn how to grow on social media because I was able to grow it and I get pretty huge attention. So for example, in the past 7 days, I've had almost 300,000 people look at my posts and over 12,000 people go to my profile. So if you just think of a funnel, this is a numbers game, right? So I've got 10,000 followers, which isn't a lot, but I've got 300,000 views. That's a lot of eyeballs that are coming to my page right here. So they're seeing this, they're seeing, scroll down, click my links. They see that I help 9 to 5 employees get richer and they can start their e-commerce business within 30 days to build a $10,000 to $15,000 income stream on the side. Of course, they're going to click here. And if they don't click there, you know, they're going to keep checking out what's going on and maybe they click here. And again, this takes them to the VSL, the call booking funnel. And if we go further down, you can see my experience. You can see I'm a real person. So that adds a lot of authority. Now, another thing thing that I like to do is I can actually post a funnel inside of a post. So I'll look for one where I actually did this. For example, this one. This is a testimonial, and what I was trying to do here is try to get some last minute registrations into my webinar that started 30 minutes later at 6 p.m. And the link to register is right here. So this is a different type of funnel. This is my webinar funnel. And if you click on it, obviously that funnel or that activity has ended, and it clearly states it out in this funnel page. You missed our Zoom workshop, but you can catch the replay and learn how busy professionals are building side incomes as online retailers in 2026. And again, all of this is going to capture their information. And what's the reward that they get for giving us their information? Well, they get to watch the replay. So we'll see what that looks like. And of course, all of this information is going to get captured in our CRM, in this case, our GoHighLevel. And again, I have a quick questionnaire. I have a 96% completion in this questionnaire. So if we go through it, it's asking a series of questions that are going to be very helpful for us. Now, check this out. This is the replay from my last webinar. It's an hour long. We actually track to see how long somebody stayed on this page. So this will help us qualify the leads. And of course, if they're ready to get started, they can book a strategy call. And that just goes to the calendar, which in turn ends up in one of my setters' calendars for a call. Once they book it, they're going to get a thank you page, letting them know what's next. And in my thank you page, I'm also selling the call, so they're more likely to show up. So this is what the funnel is supposed to do. There's very few steps that somebody can take when they're in it. Again, watch your free training, discover how to build a hidden income stream using AI.
We're gonna get started right now. So, real quick, just so that we get right into it and I make the examples that I'm going to be giving during the demo super relevant. Can you guys just drop in the question and answer box where you're logging in from, please? Just so that I have an idea where my general population's at.
So this is what that looks like once they watch the replay. Of course, they can book a call. They don't have to watch the whole thing, but guess what? We're going to know how long they were on this call for, which is super cool. And I'll show you some of the admin data that we have in these funnels. So funnels can get super complex. We spent a lot of money building this one out. I'm going to show you how to build a basic funnel. You're probably not going to have a dashboard like this. This is something that we can talk about if you're interested in getting it, but this is the lead that I just filled in, and it shows me that I filled the survey out. It shows me that I didn't attend the original webinar, how long I was on there for, the replay. Like, it's not capturing that quite yet. It needs to replicate and go in there, but I can see which leads are hot because of the types of activities that they've had on my funnel page. So for example, this person here took the survey, attended the webinar. They were there for an hour and 21 minutes. They didn't watch the replay. They scheduled a call, so they have a pretty good score. Now, this person has an even higher score because not only did they attend the webinar and stay there an extra 2 minutes, they also watched the replay and they booked a call, and the call was for January 28th. So you can see how all of this works and how you can get a pretty cool dashboard showing you who's coming in, how much money you've made from this opportunity, who's booked calls, who hasn't, who's attended, who hasn't, who's watched the replay. So all of these people here have watched the replay and booked a call. And of course, everyone here is getting targeted by emails after the webinar, and they'll continue to be targeted by emails trying to encourage them to book a call. We even know when they abandoned the booking page. Like, we know when they clicked, watched the video, and if they abandoned the booking page, which allows my sales team to reach out to them, say, hey, we noticed that you wanted to book a call, but you didn't. Did you not find a time? Or is there any question that you wanted answered so that you could then make a decision from there? So this is that funnel. I also have another funnel here, the Coach of Coaches, that I just launched. So it keeps track of all of my individual funnels as well. So this is something that we can talk about implementing for your business. It is rather complex and it does have an additional cost, but as far as like setting up funnels, like, we can set up a simple funnel and show you how to do it very quickly using the materials in this course. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, here's another type of funnel. This is the YouTube funnel. So in this case, I have a YouTube channel with a series of videos. This is one of those videos. And in here, we also have a funnel. So again, they watch the video, they're impressed by what they see, and they click here, and that takes them to a booking page. I also share my ecosystems in the YouTube so they can bounce around and get to see me everywhere. Now, one of the nice things is if they go to your Instagram, like if they click here and they start interacting with my content here, what's going to happen is we run ad campaigns to retarget people that have interacted with our content in some way. Even if you've watched one of our videos or ads or reels for more than 10 seconds, the algorithm knows to retarget you. So we're going to just keep sending you stuff so that you keep seeing success cases, you keep seeing people winning, you keep seeing yourself living the kind of life that you've always wanted through my content. So that's what we do here. Again, this is just another type of funnel. And if you were to click on it, it's going to take you to my call booking funnel. In this this case, again, there is some friction in it because we want to make sure that these people are qualified, which is different from my LinkedIn funnel. Now, one last thing is you can have different funnels for different offers. So in this case, I go over here and I click on my profile. Here's my second funnel, which is my Coach of Coaches funnel. So if you click on it, it says coaches, consultants, and course creators. So I'm calling out a specific audience. I did some contrasting color between these two so that there's no confusion. This is an application to talk to me button. So you're one conversation away from $100,000 a month. So if you click on this, again, it goes to a similar type funnel where it calls out my specific audience. If you're making $10,000 a month, I'm pre-qualifying you from your online business and you want to grow to $100,000 a month, fill out the survey for an opportunity to work with me directly. I took a personal brand from $0 to $100,000 a month on LinkedIn in my first 90 days. Why am I saying LinkedIn? Because this funnel is on LinkedIn. If it was Instagram, it would say, I took my brand from $0 to $150,000 a month on Instagram in my first 90 days. And that's true as well. And I'm also a 2 Comma Club award winner. This is a prestigious marketing award. Anyone who is in the marketing space would have probably seen people like Hormozy receiving one of these, and I've got it too. So this helps my credibility as well. Now, the call to action here is fill out my survey to see if we can work with you. And what I'm getting people to do here is to raise their hand because I'm just looking for 5 people that I can pilot my new program with. So that's been a short introduction to the types of funnels that I run, and I hope it gives you perspective as to what you can do. Now, with the build outs that we're going to show you, you should be able to recreate any of these in any capacity that you want, in any brand color with any headline changes, and you'll have the ability to integrate that into your GoHighLevel account so that all of the leads and all of the information that you capture from the different surveys can be stored in one place, either for you to call or for your appointment setters to call. You got to think of your CRM, your GoHighLevel, as a sales machine. And in this sales machine, you're going to feed it all of these clients that the sales machine is then going to start sending automated actions like constant emails and reminders and invitations. Remember, we want to be inviting our active audience to raise their hand because when they raise their hand and they engage in conversations, conversations lead to money.